LPT, don't tell your friends how much money you have, not even your closest friends. I told 3 of my closest friends the exact amount I have in the bank, and they all started to act weird. I don't even have a lot, but it is significantly more than they have. It's been 2 months and they don't text me anymore. They only answer my texts and don't have time to respond properly to my texts. And we can't meet IRL because they are so busy all of the sudden. The very second I told them, they acted weird and had different looks on their face. I know people tend to think that they can read facial expressions, but there was 100 a shift. I don't even think that they are jealous, but they probably just feel inferior around me. I didn't even brag about it, because like I said, it is not a lot. They asked me and I told them. Edit for the people asking for the full story. We had a casual conversation and it came in that direction. They asked me, I answered. I don't know what else you want to hear from me. We used to text frequently and see each other, and now we don't. And my biggest guess is that it is because of that. If Reddit users worked as profilers at the FBI, they would have a 100 solve rate XD. So how much money do you have? This sounds like there is something more at play here. I would talk to your friends in case there is something else at play. I remember a friend of mine was talking about her savings and I was a bit irritated because I make more money than her and she always said she was broke. Never turned up to my place with her own booze or food. Didn't pay me back for takeaways. I would buy her a beer at the pub often. Then I found out she has way more than me in savings. So naturally I was less keen to go out with her after that, as I felt used. I have $267 in one account. I like how OP doesn't reply to anyone asking for the full story, lol. To play devil's advocate, was there anything in your behavior that could have surprised them when you told them how much you make? Do they feel like you should have been more honest about your wages if they were more honest? I don't even think that they are jealous, but they probably just feel inferior around me now. WTF, dude? I don't even think that they are jealous, but they probably just feel inferior around me now. This is such a bad take. We aren't getting the full story here. It's a good LPT, but I suspect you were also weird about it, which is why they dropped you. That kinda conversation doesn't come up naturally. I suspect you were bragging. What an inane LPT. It's not even true. My partner has told 2 of his friends both make less than him. And I have told one who makes more. Literally no change whatsoever. Why on earth would there be? This isn't a LPT. This is your own personal neurosis. But they probably just feel inferior around me now. Jesus Christ, what kind of issues do you have, lol? These people aren't your friends. And you're still bragging online. Imagine if anytime they go out, the friends pay him drinks, beers, coffee and or meals. 'Cause they're bros and we do this shit time to time. And after all this time, you find out that the guy has a ton of money and never once offered you a beer. That's friendship over right there. I bet it's this. I was on board till you assumed how they feel. Seems fishy. Fishing. They probably just feel inferior around me now. Up. Maybe it is you with the problem given your choice of words here. I doubt anyone feels inferior over numbers in your bank account. They might just think you are a massive asshole for rubbing this in their face. Or hell, maybe they have more than you and don't want to make you feel bad. Either way, I do agree with your original statement of not sharing how rich you are with your friends. That's just rude for a number of reasons. How much you got? Sorry. I'm trying to imagine any scenario in which I'd feel the need to tell people who aren't loaning me money the exact amount of it I already have. And I got nothing. This ain't a LPT, this is fishing for attention. Which may or may not be what you were doing when you told your friends your account balance. What a stupid LPT. You have something happen to you once, and all of a sudden you think that's how everyone acts. This isn't an LPT. Why even post this? It just makes no sense. Send me a bunch of your money. Then text your friends to let them know you lost a lot of it. They will feel bad for you and accept you again. Plus, you'll have a new friend in me. I'd say that's a win-win-win. If that's really the problem, then they aren't real friends. I have a feeling there's more to the story, though. These sound like the type of guy friends that will also get jealous that you have an attractive girlfriend and try to make a move on her behind your back. This isn't a LPT. It's just OP's experience with specific friends. No reason to project their reaction on everyone. I disagree with this. Of my 7 absolute closest friends, whom are like family, I know how much 6 of them make. No tension between anyone. And for what it's worth, of all of my friends, I was the very, very last one to make it to the 6-figure bracket. Never once did I feel any sort of way towards any of them for making 3x what I was making when I was making 30K. And nothing has changed now that we're making the same. These guys weren't your friends. So you used that to find out who your real friends are. And it's not those 3 guys. The real pro tip is to figure out who you can talk about money with. I have a small group of friends who earn wildly different amounts. But because nobody was judgmental, we were happy to talk about what we were investing in, how we were structuring our tax affairs, even our spending habits. 25 years on, we are all successful in investing, even if our careers have gone down different paths. This more about you than it is them. My best friend and I talked about finances recently. I have a decent savings, whereas he has practically no savings. His retirement massively outweighs my savings, though, like 6x. While I have basically no retirement, nothing has changed in our relationship dynamic since the discussion. Tell people on how much you own, either cash or any other assets, is always flexing. Sorry, but without context you seem the odd one here. On some level, I agree. On another level, one think it's okay to discuss finances with people you trust. Also, I don't trust many people. Those I do trust I've known and been close with for over a decade, not to mention I consider them as, if not more, intelligent than me. I remember the first time I learned a good trusted friend had 6 months worth of salary in savings. It was eye-opening to me and changed my perspective on a lot of things, particularly it gave him the freedom to quit a job if he absolutely hated it without having another one already lined up. Maybe they think you're bragging and don't care for it. Everybody playing video games. Hey guys, look at my account. Not that much, but for sure more than any of you. Well, if money talk didn't work religion or politics, I wouldn't call this a pro tip. Probably feel inferior, LMAO. How much money are we talking? Dang, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear, but at least now you know. We aren't friends. So how much do you actually have? Also, how old are you? Because large small sums of money might mean something different depending on the age groups. My one buddy used to always ask me to pay for shit, or buy the weed, or buy this game and we can play online together. It got to the point he was literally tallying up the money it would cost me and say shit like it's only $$ a month. You can swing that. Finally I got pissed and yelled at him to stop counting my fucking money. Never ever 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 talk about money with people you aren't financially entangled with.